Welcome to Session 2. In Session 1, I asked the question, does your church need revitalization? And I also shared with you this chart. And this chart shows the 4 stages that churches go through. 4 stages or 4 phases of church growth. The first one was called mission stage. It's marked by these characteristics. This is when a church is started in this process of planting the church. This process might go on for 2 to 5 years. The mission stage, this mission stage is marked by the people will do whatever it takes to survive and get this mission going. They're willing to take risk. They're highly motivated. There's a lot of energy and excitement. These people are not in the rut. They're not tied to anything. They're very adaptable and flexible to meet the needs, whatever it is. You don't hear them say, "We've never done it this way before," or you never hear them say, "You got my pew." They have that pioneer spirit. The covered wagons going from the East Coast to the West Coast, that pioneer spirit. We're together in this, and we've got the same goal, the same focus, the same purpose, and we got to work together to reach that goal, to where we're going. We talked about the ministry stage. This is where a church now has started to grow. You've organized, you've got land, you've got a building. This may go for 15 years or less, and this is marked by ministry. A lot of characteristics is the fact that you're successful. Bought land, built a building, you got Sunday school, there are Sunday night classes, you're meeting Wednesday night or other nights of the week. You've developed patterns of how you do church around here. You've really become very successful. You're very involved doing everything all these other churches do. You would say, we've arrived. A lot of excitement. But then this happens. We lose our vision that we once had. We lose our focus of outwardness like we once had. We lose our purpose. We lose that pioneer spirit of working together to accomplish something, to get there and to be successful. That's ministry stage 2. The third stage was maintenance. That's where you start to plateau. Maybe 20 years like this, 30 years, 40 years, maybe even 50 years, you just plateaued. It's marked by just simply maintaining. That's why we call it the maintenance stage. Loss of goals and vision. They're very satisfied, contented. We like things the way they are. We don't need anyone else. We got us for and no more. We no longer have that pioneer spirit. The fourth stage was monument. You plateaued so long, now you're declining and you're about ready to close your church doors. I said last time we met, and I'll say it again, there can be a renewal. There can be a revitalization. And it can happen, I think, to any church, just about any church. We have to change our attitudes. We have to change our actions. Those are very important. Let me give you some steps in turning a plateaued church around, some things you can do to turn a church around. And this will be some low-hanging fruit. You know, I'm going to get that apple that's real close to the ground, easy to get a hold of, quick to grab, and delicious and profitable to eat. So let me give you some low-hanging fruit. You're a plateaued church. You want to do some things different. Get your church focused. Why are they there? Why are they a New Testament church? What are they supposed to be doing? Remember that stage 1, that mission stage where you're starting to plant a church? Remember I said everyone's going the same way? They have the same goal, the same focus, the same purpose. We want to plant a church, buy land, build a building, reach the community, have a church. And they're all focused to that. Their focus in that stage 1 was reaching people for Christ and planting this New Testament church. Their goals, they had them. They saw them. They knew what they were. Buy land, build a building, and start all kinds of ministries. Stage 1 is so exciting. People are going the same way with the same purpose. They're very busy, very involved in inviting people. Come to church with me. I'll bring you with me. In that stage 1, they're driven by the goal to buy land, to build a building, to start ministries and reaching their community. And they're so outward focused. And they're interested and excited about reaching and teaching people for Jesus. These are exciting and growing times for a church body when you're in stage 1 and in stage 2. And when you move in that stage 3 of just maintaining, just that maintenance, we lose that vision and purpose, and that outward focus now becomes an inward focus, and our focus is more on ourselves. And I call it the my syndrome. We start saying, my church, my lesson, my classroom, my pew, my parking space. We've lost our focus. We develop a hard crust around us. It's hard for people to break into our Sunday school class. It's hard for people to break through and join our fellowship. We have a good church. We like our church. We are a good church. We do all the things that churches do. We're satisfied and we're contented. Our attitude and our action reveal such an inward focus. It's all about me. We are satisfied by just maintaining. We have arrived at our church. This is all we need. This inward focus that's just got us all, not outward focus. We got to change it. We got to get back to stage 1 and stage 2 outward focus. And so that means that we need to renew and revitalize our whole church. And doing that, we need to get everyone going the same way and get them focused on why we're here. I remember one time asking a group of people in a church on a Wednesday night, why was your church started 50-some years ago? And they said, to reach people for Jesus. I said, what are you doing today that's helping you reach people for Jesus? And the answer was something like this. Our preacher preaches every Sunday morning, every Sunday night, and we have Bible lessons on Wednesday night. What is the church doing to carry out your purpose? You said your church was started 50 years ago to reach the community, to reach people. What are you doing to reach your people? The lady said, we have Bible school every year. That's great. Someone said, we have a revival every year in June. That's great. Then someone said, yeah, not many people come though. You see, lost people, unchurched people, they're not too excited about going to our revivals. You know, the Bible says we got to reach them. If we're not careful, we'll be so inward focused. It's all about us. That people all around us, we're just missing them because we're not outward focused. We need to revitalize our church, and here's something that's easy and simple for you to do. You can just start saying, our church is here, our purpose is here, our focus here is reaching and teaching people. Just start saying it. Make that your purpose. We're here to reach people and we're here to teach people. I said this to a church one time and some of the members said, we're good at teaching. I said, yes, but we got to reach them too. And before you really teach them, you got to reach them. Just start saying, Pastor, we're here to reach and teach people. Our church is here to reach and teach people. Get them not inward focused, but outward focused. You know, churches have what we call a vision statement, which focuses on what the church wants to become in the future. That's our vision to become in the future. Some have mission statements, which focus on what the church does right now. It's what we're doing now. And both are very important. And they can be used interchangeable at times, I know. But I'm not addressing that. I'm saying here's some low-hanging fruit to help turn a plateaued church around. Simply get everyone with the same focus and the same goal, and make it be, we're here to reach people and we're here to teach people. I'm talking about something that's easy to be done, that can start your focus from being on yourself to being on others. Get everyone focused. We're here for the same purpose. We're here to reach people. We're here to teach people. You want to do something that's easy? Some low-hanging fruit? Simply get your people focused the same way, same focus. Start saying it. We're here to reach people and teach people. We're here for the purpose to reach our community. We're here to share Jesus. Ultimately, we're here to reach and teach. Just say it again and again. You start with your leadership. I don't care the size of your church. You got leaders. Say to your leaders, I want you to help me. Help us get focused. We're here to reach people. We're here to teach people. Tell them you want them to say it again and again. Mention it every week. And in the sermons, Pastor, you mention, our church is here to reach people and we're here to teach people. When you pray, Lord, bless our church. We're involved in reaching people and teaching people. When you do a welcome to our church. We're delighted to have you. And I want you to know that our church is here to reach people and to teach people. Glad you're here with us. And every ministry you have in your church must be focused on reaching and teaching people. Every event you have in your church should be under the focus of reaching and teaching people. Every activity should be to reach and to teach people. You have to constantly remind your people, we're here to reach people, we're here to teach people. So when someone will ask your member, what's your church here for? Our church exists. Our church is here to reach people and teach people for Jesus. So start right there. Start turning your church around, moving from an inward focus to an outward focus. Start saying it again and again to everyone. We're here to reach and we're here to teach. Let's say your men are going to get together and have a fellowship time. There's nothing wrong with that. You're going to fry catfish. Say to those men, remember, our church is here to reach people and teach people. Bring someone with you. Say it again. We're going to have a fish fry Friday night. Bring a friend, a co-worker. Remind your people, we're here to reach and teach. You'll get a friend to come with you to a fish fry easier than you can get them to come to a church service. And then they get to see your people in this relaxed atmosphere of a fish fry. Remind your Sunday morning Bible teachers. Teachers, regardless of the age you're teaching, our church is here to reach people, teach people. If you're having a teachers meeting and you're covering whatever, always say, hey teachers, we're here as a church and you're part of it to reach people and to teach people. You're having Vacation Bible School, great outreach event. Remind them what it's all about. We're here to reach people and teach people. And you have a way to follow up with those who visited you during Vacation Bible School. Let's say you're having a special series on Sunday night on maybe the family or marriage or how to study your Bible or whatever you're going to have. Say to your people, for the next 6 weeks, we're going to be having a subject on whatever. Bring your friends, bring your neighbors. Why? Because our church is here to reach people and to teach people. Remind your greeters. Remind your ushers. Get them on the same page, the same focus. You're greeting, you're ushering. We're here to reach people and teach people, and you're part of that ministry. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Mention often. Get your leadership note. Put it in your bulletin. When a family joins, here's the Miller family, they're joining. And let's say here's the Miller family joining, and let's say the Smith family is over here. They're the ones who invited them. And so you're welcoming this new family in. You'll say, the Smiths knows that our church purposes are here to reach and teach people. And when the Millers moved in, they went and invited them to church. Every chance you get, you refocus on why we're here, to reach people and to teach people. It's sad to say, but many church members think that their church is there for them to go to church when the church doors open, and they are there, that their church is there for them to enjoy preaching and Bible study and Christian fellowship. And every time the church doors are open, they are there because they're inward focused. Now, folks, we need preaching and we need teaching and we need good fellowship. We need all of that. But your church is not there for you to go to church when the church door is open. Your church is there, what? To reach people and to teach people for Jesus. Reach them for Jesus and teach them about Jesus. That's why my church is here. Let's get their focus off of themselves, get it on others. If I want to revitalize my church, an easy step is to get us all going the same way, with the same focus and the same goal. Too many times we've got this ministry doing their own thing in our church, and this ministry doing their own thing, and this one doing theirs, and they're going in all these different areas. Nothing wrong in these ministries, whatever the ministry is, but be sure you use it. Anytime we start a ministry, it's got to be able to reach and teach people for Jesus. There was a time when we, and still do, have I would call it an exercise class for women, more senior women. That's not why our church is here. Well, why are you having it for? It's a tool to reach people. And when they started it, we remind them, yes, you're going to have a good time exercising, being with Christian ladies, but think about your friends. We have this ministry, not just for you, but to reach people and teach people. And we reached a lady and then her husband, and they made us some wonderful, wonderful members. And ultimately, he became a deacon in our church. Really did. A senior deacon, an older deacon. Every ministry has got to be focused on reaching and teaching people. Nothing wrong in having a fish fry or a day in the park, but let's use it to reach and to teach people. Just start saying, my church is here to reach and teach people for Jesus. Get some of that low-hanging fruit that's easy to pick, quick to get a hold of, and very, very profitable. We want everyone going the same way. Same outward focus, same goal that we had back in stage 1 and stage 2 of reaching people. Plateaued, declining churches will ultimately close their door. The good news is, and we'll say it again, the good news is it can be turned around. The church can be revitalized. And it starts when you as pastor, you as leadership, get refocused on why you're there and convey it to all your people. Our goal, our purpose, our mission, everything we do is to reach people and teach people. You've got to change, again repeating myself, that inward focus to an outward focus. And it starts when we start reaching and teaching people for Jesus. I said at the beginning, I'll say at the end here, this requires a change of our attitude and our actions. We need to get busy with the mission of your local church, with the ministries of your local church. Get them focused on reaching and teaching people for Jesus. So step 1, low-hanging fruit, just get you a church purpose, a church goal to focus on. Steal mine. Take this one. We're here to reach people. We're here to teach people. We're involved in reaching people and teaching people for Jesus in our community. Everything we do is about reaching and teaching people for Jesus. Well, I hope I've said something to challenge you, to encourage you, to have a part in reaching your community with the glorious gospel of Jesus Christ. I want to remind you again that these lessons, the materials I'm sharing with you, that I have the privilege of sharing them in the classes at Texas Baptist Institute and Seminary. And if we can help you in any way, we would just be glad to. Thank you again for watching us.